What's going on, everybody? We're back here for another week with our Hawaii Dynasty. We'll be taking on 2-3 Utah State. They are undefeated in Mountain West play. They're 1-0. We are 6-0, undefeated in Mountain West play to start this season. And it looks like we're going to be starting this one on defense. I've upgraded my microphone, so hopefully now the videos sound a little more clear. If you are able to notice that, please let me know, because I just want to make sure we're getting the best audio out there for you guys. But let's go ahead and jump into this game against Utah State, the Aggies. So 1st and 10 here. Let's hop in our defense. Tampa cover 2. That is our base defense. Let's get on our safety. Utah State, number 16 at quarterback. Sends him in motion. And it's going to be a fake toss. The quarterback's rolling out to his left. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. And he's going to somehow get a gain of 2 out of that. Barnes for Utah State with the incredible play. Only for a gain of 2, but he gave that one everything he had there. And the Hawaii home field advantage may be starting to add on a little bit. This game is close to a sellout. The Hawaii fans are starting to buy in after seeing their team start 6-0 on the season. So here we go. 3rd and 5. Can Hawaii's defense make something happen and get their offense out on the field? Short route underneath. It's caught, and he's got room to run. Big gain there. Bryson Barnes connects with his receiver on 3rd down. Huge gain on the play. And that's 1st and 10, and that's going to extend the drive for the Aggies. Takes a snap. It's an RPO. Throws it out to the sideline on a short hitch. And that's going to be a gain of 4. Tackled by Elijah Palmer. So here we go. 2nd and 6 for the Aggies. Barnes making some adjustments at the line. Takes a snap. Play action. And he's going to be sacked. Peter Manuama. Big play. Here we go. 3rd and 11. Let's see if they can have a little more magic in here on 3rd down. Barnes makes an adjustment at the line. He's got a man over the middle. He's hit as he throws, and that's going to be incomplete. And the Aggies are going to punt from the Hawaii 43-yard line. Surprising to see that one. Punter takes a snap, gets it off, and this one's going out of bounds. Decent punt here. He's going to pin him out of bounds at the 15. So Alejado is going to come onto the field here with his man Jackson Harris. 19 catches, 3 receptions, 368 yards on the year. But the man who's really been getting it done through the air on the other end of Alejado's passes has been Pupunu. Pupunu has been electric this year. Let's see if Alejado can connect with them throughout this game. Alejado takes a snap. Throws it out wide, but that one's going to be incomplete to start the game. And if you've been tuning into this Hawaii team this year, starting off fast has been an issue for them. They are normally trailing early in games, but Alejado here is going to keep this one himself, call his own number, makes a man miss. And he's going to pick up the big gain there for the rush of 17 on the play. Alejado making it happen with his feet on that one. So here we go. Alejado takes a snap, rolls out of the pocket. He's got a man, overthrows him, and that's going to be incomplete. Hawaii comes back out in the tight formation. 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Takes the snap, and this one's going to be a run. Michele's got room to run here. And that's going to be a big gain for the Rainbow Warriors, 26 yards on the ground. You know this Rainbow Warriors team is always looking to air it out, but they'll take that run when they can. Alejado takes the snap, looking for a man deep. Does he have one? He does. He almost throws an interception, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Rainbow Warriors. The Aggies, 5 men down at the line of scrimmage. Alejado checks to the sideline, takes a snap. It's going to be another run, and this time the Aggies stuff it for a loss of 1. The Rainbow Warriors in a 3rd and 11 situation here. takes a snap, dropping back, throws it underneath, short to Ashlock. Can he make a man miss? No. It's going to be 4th and 2, and the Rainbow Warriors right back up to the line. Let's see if they snap this one. Alejado checks to the sideline, makes a check. Alejado takes a snap. They're going to try to get this one on the ground, and they just pick it up by about an extra yard and a half, and that's going to be a first down for your Rainbow Warriors. Aggies showing press coverage on their receivers. Hawaii, speaking with their coach this week, mentioned that he loves to see press coverage because if teams want to press, his guys are going to win their matchups outside, and they're going to burn them deep. So he says, bring on the press coverage. Here we go. 2nd and inches here for Hawaii. Takes a snap. It's going to be another run. Stiff arm. Can he fall forward for the first down? And he does. Hawaii really milking the clock on this drive. Alejado making an adjustment with Harris. Takes the snap. He's actually going to try to hit Harris in the end zone. Overthrows his receiver, and that's going to be incomplete, unfortunately. So here we go. Hawaii in an empty look, and they've got Brandon White on the field, somewhat becoming a fan favorite here. Any single time he gets an opportunity with the ball, it seems on offense, he makes it count. Alejado takes the snap, and he's going to take this one right up the gut, and it's going to be a gain of 7, 3rd and 3 here in Hawaii, right back up to the line, using a little bit of tempo. Receivers running around the formation. Let's see what they call here. Alejado takes the snap. He's got Pupunu open underneath, and he's just going to pick up about 3.5 yards to get that first down. And here we go. Hawaii staying in the empty look. Alejado takes a snap, throws it. He's got Pupunu. It's going to be a gain of 3. 2nd and goal for the Rainbow Warriors. Staying in this empty look. Alejado makes an adjustment at the line. Takes the snap. He's got Brandon White. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Brandon White adds another touchdown to his season total. And Alejado almost to 2,000 yards. He should get there today, and that's his 24th throwing touchdown of the year. And Hawaii, methodical. 15-play, 5.5-minute drive. The Rainbow Warriors there, just a beautiful drive to start the game. We mentioned at the start that Hawaii had been slow to start the year, usually in these games, but today they come out firing on all cylinders. They take time off the clock, and they punch it in for 7. So here we go, Rainbow Warriors defense on the field. Barnes is going to hand this one off. Oh, and he's got room to run. That one could have been bad, but it only picks up a gain of 10. So here we go. The Warriors crowd starting to get into this one, trying to assist their defense. Barnes takes a snap, throws it out to the flat, and that's going to be a gain of 3. Good job there by the Warriors defense. So here we go, 2nd and 7 for the Aggies. Barnes in shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Takes the snap, looking downfield. He's got a man underneath. He's going to take it, but Bailey makes an incredible play, sees the route coming, and then goes and blows it up, and that's going to jar it incomplete. So 3rd and 7 here for the Aggies. Let's see what the Warriors defense does. Looks like they maybe bring pressure, but they don't. They back out, and they're going to find a man open. It's going to be close. We're going to have to see where the ref spots it, and he's going to mark him short. 4th and 1, and we'll see what the Aggies are going to do after this break at the end of the first quarter. When we come back to the second quarter, it's going to be 4th and 1 near midfield for the Aggies. It's going to be time for the coach to make a decision here. So on 4th and 1, at about the 50-yard line, it seems that the Aggies are going to punt. So back-to-back punts here for the Aggies. This Hawaii defense stepping up to start this game. And I have a feeling Hawaii's offense may just reward them with a touchdown here. Alejado's 2 to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap. Stepping up in the pocket. Oh, and he's got room to take off. He's going to slide down for about a gain of 15 on that one. Great scramble from Alejado. So here we go. Aggies showing like they may bring pressure here. They do. They're going to throw it underneath to where that pressure came from. Another big play there for Hawaii, and they're going to hurry right back up to the line. Alejado making adjustments at the line. Takes the snap. He's got a man deep wide open. Ashlock, and that's going to be a touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 3 plays, 80 yards in just under a minute. And Hawaii may run away with this one today. Hawaii kicks the ball off, and this one looks like it will be returned. Nothing doing it for the Aggies there, and they're going to start on their own 14-yard line. So down 14, the Aggies are going to have to come up with some type of answer here. The Aggies take the snap, and they're going to be running this one to start. And running back breaks a tackle, and he's going to get a gain of 8 there. So the Aggies back up to the line. They have had some success running the football. Maybe they should stick with it. And this is going to look like a screen. But Thompson makes the blockers miss, and he's able to stop him for a short gain. They do pick up the first down, however. Here we go. Looks like the Aggies are going to be bringing a blitz here against this empty look. Aggies get it out quick enough that the blitz does not matter, and they're going to pick up a gain of 5. Good adjustment there from Barnes to see the pressure coming and get the ball out of his hands quickly. So here we go, 2nd and 5. The Aggies take the snap. It's going to be a play-action pass. Throws it out to the running back in the flat, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. The Aggies coming out in a heavy look here. Got all the big boys on the field for 3rd and 1. It's going to be a QB sneak, and he is going to be marked just short, and they're going to punt the football again. I can't believe this. The Aggies have punted on 4th and inches, back-to-back drives. In their first drive, they punted near their own 50, and it was about 4th and 1 as well. So if you're Hawaii here, the goal should be to drain as much time off the clock as you can, take a 21-0 lead into half. That would be ideal for this Rainbow Warriors offense. Alejado takes the snap. He's got a man open. Ashlock catches it and gets right down. I don't know what happened there, if he tripped over his feet, but he had room to run. Alejado crosses the 2,000-yard mark on the season. What an accomplishment. Alejado takes on a speed option. Not the greatest decision to pitch it there. And that's going to be 2nd and 13. So here we go. The Aggies pressing again. Safety's up. This one could be cover 0. Alejado, too much pressure there, and he is going to be taken down right after he gets rid of the ball. That one definitely affected his throw. So here we go. 3rd and 13. Will the Rainbow Warriors go to the go-to man so far this season? Pupunu. Alejado takes the snap. He's looking. He's got a man wide open downfield. He overthrows him. Alejado would like to have that one back. That would have been a touchdown if he puts that one on the money. Unfortunate for the Warriors there. And that's going to keep this a 14-0 game. The Aggies are going to have a shot here to put some points back up on the board before half. Barnes in a heavy look takes the snap. And the Aggies seal that one off on the left side, and he is off to the races. And Davis will go all the way. So after a missed throw that would have been a touchdown for Hawaii, Davis and the Aggies take it 82 yards on the first play of the drive, and they're going to make this 7-14. Unbelievable. I'm sorry, 78 yards on the first play. So here's the kick from the Aggies, and a kick it to White deep, and he's actually going to take this one out from way deep in his end zone, and he's only going to make it back to the 19-yard line. I don't know if coach would have wanted him to take it out there. So here we go. Alhado speaking to his receivers. Getting a press look again. Takes his snap. He's got a man. Harris downfield. And he's got him. What an adjustment. Throws it to only where his guy can get it. Harris makes a great adjustment on the ball. And that's going to be a huge play for Hawaii. And the Aggies pressing again. It seems everybody loves to press Hawaii, and they always seem to pay for it. Alhado takes the snap. He's going to take another shot deep again to Ashlock, and that's going to be a touchdown this time. Alhado makes up for his previous drive misfortune, and he puts that one in quickly for a touchdown for the Rainbow Warriors. And we have 2 touchdowns here in the past 60 seconds of gameplay. Aggies, 1 drive, 78 yards. And then Hawaii, in 2 plays, puts it in the end zone. What a past couple of minutes this game has been. So here we go, the Rainbow Warriors. Aggies, 3 men to the left of Barnes. Barnes takes a snap. It's going to be another run. Decent little gain there for 3 yards. And Miles Davis has 5 rushes for 102 yards on the day after his big run on the last drive. So here we go. 2nd and 7 for the Aggies. 2:30 to go and counting. And they're just going to keep handing that ball off. Nothing doing for him there. Only a gain of 1. And here we go. The Aggies, all of a sudden, showing pressure here. Let's see if they bring it or they back out. 3rd and 6. But the snap does not get off in time, and that's going to be a 2-minute warning. So here we go. The Aggies showing pressure here. Barnes makes adjustments at the line. Barnes is a man wide open over the middle, but he misses the throw. That one just came out of his hand like a duck, and that's going to be incomplete. They had a big opportunity there, and they're going to be kicking it back to White. White, oh, he had an alley there, but just couldn't find where to go, and that's going to be a decent little return, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line for Hawaii. Pupanu goes in motion. Alhado takes the snap. He's got a man in his flat, throws it to him to Ashlock, but that's going to be incomplete. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Alhado makes an adjustment, sends Michele to his left. Here's the snap. Alhado is going to keep it himself. Can he make one man miss? He cannot, and that's going to be 3rd and 1 here for Hawaii. Hawaii back up to the line. 30 seconds on the play clock. Alhado looks to his sideline. They get the call in. Alhado takes the snap. He's got nothing open downfield. He's just going to take off, and he's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. If you're a quarterback, you want to avoid interceptions. Maybe you see something, you're like, I don't know. You don't throw it. You just move around in the pocket. Alhado did that there. Alhado under pressure here. He's going to try to take off. Maybe falls forward for a gain of 2 there. But Alhado on the previous play doing a good job of avoiding a mistake and also does it there. Alhado, 25 seconds and count. Alhado pressure again. Hawaii going to be forced to take a timeout. And not great time management here if you're Hawaii. They just let a lot of time tick off the clock, and now there's only 21 seconds left, and it's 3rd and 14. So here we go, 3rd and 14. Alhado has 3 men to his left. Let's see his 3 best receivers, some would say all on the same side. Takes the snap. He's looking deep. He doesn't really have anything. Hit right before he throws it, and it's going to be 4th and 14. Hawaii going to come out and punt here and just try to make sure the Aggies can't get anything right before half. Here's the punt from Barrow. Davis going to fair catch this one. 11 seconds left in this first half. Let's see if the Aggies try to do anything here. They do have all 3 timeouts, but they would need to get a big play here immediately to have any kind of hope. And they're just going to hand this one off to Davis, and he is brought down. And it looks like both teams are content to just go to the locker room here. Near halftime score in Honolulu is 21-7 Hawaii versus the Utah State Aggies. Ashlock, 8 targets, 4 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns today. Ashlock showing everybody here that Pupunu isn't the only guy that can get it done. And Hawaii is going to get the ball here. Brandon White is going to catch the ball, and he's going to have an opportunity. Can he find a lane? He almost does, but not quite. And that's going to be 1st and 10, setting up the Aggies at their own 28-yard line. Alejado in a pistol look here. Takes a snap, and this one's going to be a handoff. Decent little run there, and it is 2nd and 2. Pickup of 8. Great play there for Hawaii. So here we go. Hawaii checks to the sideline. Alejado going to take it on an option. Cuts it up at the last second to pick up the 1st down. So here we go, the Aggies. And they're sticking to what they do. They're pressing these guys, trying to jam it at the line, trying to give them no room to run these routes. Here's the snap. Alejado throws it out to Ashlock, who's having a big day, and that's going to add to his totals. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Rainbow Warriors. Alejado checks to the sideline, makes an adjustment, maybe a new play. They're going to hand this one off. Michele's got to stop his feet, and that one's going to be only a gain of 2. So here we go. Alejado looking deep. He may have a man, but he throws this one out of bounds, trying to connect. He tried to put it just to where his guy could get it, but that seemed to be just a little too far, unfortunately. So now we have a 3rd and 8 for Hawaii. Takes the snap. Alejado going to throw it. Overthrows his man again, and it's 4th and 8 from their Aggies' 44-yard line. Hawaii on the plus side of the 50. Looks like they're going to go for this one. Alejado takes the snap. He steps up. He's going to try to get there with his feet, and he does. Mike Alejado puts his shoulders down, puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down. What a play from Mike Alejado there on 4th down when the Rainbow Warriors absolutely had to have it. So here we go. Hawaii takes a snap, and this one's going to be a screen. Michele's got room to go, but the lineman downfield couldn't get that final block, and that one's going to be saved from a touchdown. So here we go. Alejado takes a snap. He's got a man underneath, throws it to Harris, but not much for them there, and that's going to be a gain of 3 on 1st and 10. So here we go. It's going to be a run for Hawaii. And that one, great play from 54 on Utah State to blow that one up. Hawaii, Alejado takes a snap, and he's going to try to take off, but he cannot. And that's going to be the 2nd sack of the day for the Utah State. Hawaii going to come out to attempt a field goal, and the kick is up, and it is good. That will be 3 points for Hawaii here to start the 2nd half. Here we go. Utah State offense back out on the field. Barnes in a 2-by-2 formation, and they're just going to keep handing this one off. Pick up a 4 there for Utah State to start the drive. Here we go, 2nd and 6. We're at just under 4 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Barnes drops back to pass. He has all day. Time runs out, and that's going to be a sack, and Hawaii's defense gets the ball out, but Davis able to get back on it. But unfortunately for Utah State, it is now 3rd and 20. So here we go. Barnes making some adjustments at the line here. Hawaii's bringing the pressure, but but it's not going to be enough, and it's going to be 4th and 11 for Utah State, and they're going to be punting again. Besides the drive where they took it 78 yards on the first play for a touchdown, Hawaii's defense has given them nothing today. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Hawaii. Alahado's got 3 men to his left. 3 men to his right. Takes a snap. Doesn't see anything he likes, and he's going to take off again. This time breaks a tackle, not getting down. Gains a couple extra yards, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for your Rainbow Warriors. Alahado, big game through the air and on the ground today. So here we go. Alahado takes a snap, steps up again, and he's taking off. And this time it's going to be a gain of 9. Utah State may have to start spying Alahado here because he is running all over them today. Here we go. Alahado makes his check, takes the snap. Speed option. They pitch it to Michele. And this one's going to be enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Aggies' 17-yard line. Just under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Alahado takes the snap, looking, throws it to the end zone to Ashlock. Wide open. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And that's going to give Alahado 230 today through the air. He has 100 on the ground. He is playing lights out today for the most part. He'd have even more if he was perfect on the day. He's had a couple missed throws that would have been big plays. If he had those back, he might be looking at 400 yards so far today. So here we go. Hawaii up 31-7 now. Utah State going to have to try to start airing this one out, but they don't, and they hand it off, and Davis has room to run again, breaks the tackle, makes a man miss. And it's a good thing big man number 99 pursued there, because if he didn't, Davis was about to break that one to the house. I'm sure number 99 there for Hawaii will get a shout out in the film room this week. That's what you love to see if you're a defensive line coach, is your guys chasing the play down the field, and that's why they're coached to do it. If you're out there and you play defensive line, take a page out of his book, because even if you think a guy's downfield like that and you're not going to get there, if your rest of your teammates rally to the ball, they're going to give you a chance to catch up, and you can see right there, if you continue to rally, you still have a shot at making the play. So that's why you always hear coaches, you always hear people saying, play until the final whistle blows, or until you hear the whistle blow on the play. Great effort there from 99. Barnes takes a snap, looking deep, and that one's going to be overthrown, and he might be lucky that one was overthrown, because that one might have been an interception. Jensen was right there if that ball was on target. So 3rd and 3 here. Barnes takes the snap, and that one's going to be batted down at the line. And Utah State here is going to be forced to go for it. 4th and 3. Barnes making an adjustment at the line, takes a snap, and this one's going to be sacked. Terrio Jones with the big play on 4th down in Hawaii. All they need to do here, up 31-7, is let the clock run out, and this one's going to be a win for them. Hawaii are already starting to let that play clock tick down under to 10 seconds. Alahado takes the snap. He's got a man, throws it, but we have a flag on this one, and this one looks like it's going to be holding. And that's what it is, holding on the offense, and that's going to change it from a 3rd and 4 to a 2nd and 15. Here we go. Why going to hand this one off, see if they can get anything. They got some room to work with here, and they're going to make this a 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8 here, under 10 seconds to go on the play lock. Alahado takes his snap. He's going to step up. He's going to take off, and he's going to pick up the first down. This guy's giving it everything he has today. You love to see that if you're on Hawaii's coaching staff or if you're a fan of this Rainbow Warriors team. Here we go. It's going to be another run, as it seems Hawaii is content with this one, just trying to burn some time off the clock here. Alejado takes the snap. It's going to take off again this time. Gets down, picks up a gain of 5. That's going to be 3rd and 5 here as that clock just continues to tick. Hawaii doing a good job of managing the time of possession here. Pupunu going to catch this one, and he's got room to work upfield. Catches a little 2-yard pass and takes it for a decent gain there. So here we go. Alejado takes a snap, just under 5 minutes to go. Moving the pocket around. He's going to take off. Can he get to the end zone? He tries to stretch the ball forward, but he's pushed out, and that's going to be put at the 1-yard line here. 1st and goal. He went out of bounds, so the clock is going to stop. Hawaii in the empty set. Alejado is going to try to run this in. He tries to jump over the line, and he gets stuffed. So here we go. Alejado, let's see if they try to run this one in again. They do. Alejado falls forward, and that's going to be a touchdown. That's going to make this one 38-7 Hawaii. Total domination from the Rainbow Warriors today. Hawaii's going to kick this one. They're going to kick this one to about the 1-yard line. Utah State's got nowhere to go, and there is just under 4 minutes to go. Let's see what the Rainbow Warriors can do on defense. Can they keep letting the good times roll here? They haven't forced a turnover today. I'm sure they would love to get one. And Utah State's just going to hand this one off to Barnes. That might be their best option. So here we go, 2nd and 9. Barnes takes a snap. He drops back. It's going to be a screen pass to Davis. Davis breaks a tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 3 here. Barnes, 3 receivers to his right. Barnes takes a snap and he throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. And it looks like Utah State has a lineman hurt on the play. So here we go. 4th and 3. Utah State sent a man in motion. They're going to take a deep shot, and that one's going to be a jump ball. Ends up being dropped. And all Hawaii has to do now is get this one to under 2 minutes, and that's going to be the game. They're going to run the ball here, try to get a little something, and it's actually going to be a loss of 1. Nothing doing there for Michele, and that one, not a good play for Hawaii. This time, though, he's got a little bit of room. He's going to pick up 9 yards to make this one 3rd and 2. And we're at the 2-minute timeout. If Hawaii picks this up, that will be the ball game. Hawaii back in an empty set on 3rd and 2. Alejado's going to run this one. Wisely gets down, and that should do it here from Honolulu. Utah State electing to not call their timeouts. Alejado in victory formation here, deserved. He had a fantastic day. We're going to have to go and look at his stats here after this one. Has 20 attempts for 140 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Unfortunately, these kneels will take away from his 140-yard day, but I'm sure he would take that every time if he gets to line up in victory formation at the end of it. So here we go. This should be the final snap of the game. And that's going to do it here from Honolulu. Your Rainbow Warriors in a dominating win today, 38-7 over the Aggies. That's going to drop Utah State down to 2-4 and 1-1 in conference play. And your Rainbow Warriors, nobody saw this coming heading into this season. They are 7-0 and they are 3-0 in the conference. They are dominating in these games for the most part. And today on offense, 446 yards of total offense to Utah State's 205. And then our guy, Mike Alejado, 14 completions on 24 attempts for 244 yards, 4 touchdowns. You'd like to see his completion percentage come up a little bit. Running the football, Micah Alejado leads it today for them. He had 22 attempts for 139 yards and a touchdown. Satani Michele had 14 attempts for 63 yards. You'd like to see him have a little bit better of a day. And the man that was getting it done, Ashlock, he was pretty much the only guy today that had a big game. Jackson Harris, he should have had 2 big plays where Alejado was just not able to connect on it with him. But a great game from your Rainbow Warriors as they advance to 7-0. So let's just go ahead and do a little update on the season. And this one, if you see it here, it says play 2 times. But that is only because I hopped into the game and I started recording this video. And I wasn't going to be able to play it out, so I had to just quit out and then just recorded it now. So that is why it says play 2 times. I only had played like a drive for the first game before I had to exit out. So let's go ahead and look at the conference standings. And Utah State was 1-0, but now they are 1-1 after losing to us. San Diego State 2-1 in the conference. UNLV is 1-1, but they are 5-1 on the season. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top 25 in case you're interested in that. You got Texas, Penn State, Alabama, Ohio State, Ole Miss, Georgia, Indiana, Florida, Clemson, Oklahoma, Oregon, Miami, Georgia Tech, Notre Dame, and Michigan to round out the top 15. Is Hawaii receiving any votes yet? They are not, unfortunately, neither in the media or the coaches poll. Hopefully in the next couple weeks we are able to start getting votes. But that's going to go ahead and do it for week 7. Coming up next week, let's go ahead and take a look. Mike Alejado is the Mountain West Player of the Week. And for week 8, we will be taking on the Colorado State Rams, who are 4-3 and 2-1. They'll be at their place, so hopefully we have a little competitive game there. But if you watch this video, please drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you here for week 8 against the Rams. Have a good one.